John, what was it about Baylor that attracted you to here when you were looking to transfer?
First, they made me feel like family when I came on a visit. I got a chance to meet all the guys, all the receivers, and it is real welcoming, real like warm, and I felt like a real family here. So that made me choose Baylor, and obviously I'm closer to home, like an hour away from home, so that was probably the decision.
For you, how is Coach Baker kind of compared to other wide receiver coaches that you've had in your career?
I never had a coach who actually played all the way. Like he played in college and he played NFL, so he real technical with a lot of stuff, like all small details. I never got coached like that, so having him coach me like that is like I oversaw like a lot of stuff that like I was working on that I didn't see, and having him coach me like that is making me an overall better player.
How do you balance the idea of coming into a room where you're kind of a veteran but also kind of a new guy?
I'll say the room helped me out with that. Coming in, like we all around the same age. I played a little bit more, but like we all around the same age. There's talent all over the room, but like coming in, they brought me in like family, and now I'm feeling comfortable as ever.
I think I remember Coach Baker saying something about you that when you first came in, you were like, I don't want to start out on the first team.
No, yeah, I
want to earn myself.
Yeah, no, I told him that before I came in because I know how that is. Right. I came from Arkansas. I came from like them bringing other dudes in and just automatically giving them a spot. I told them I don't want that. Like, I respect those guys, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to work for whatever I get. That's what I told them.
Blake, when talking about you talked about something that stands out as your athleticism. For you, what do you think you bring to this wide receiver room?
I think I bring like a little bit more experience, but like I just want to be able to help them too. Like they help me on small stuff that like new drills that we do. I help them. A lot of them like how we run routes. I teach them like a little stuff that I do that probably help them, or if not, but I feel like that's probably how I help them.
What are your impressions of Blake as a quarterback? I feel like every quarterback is a little bit of a different ball.
Yeah, no, Blake got a great ball. I'd be like just staring at the ball. Like he threw a good ball. Like he threw a good ball today to Jordan. Just like, man, that's a pretty ball. I just feel like he's very accurate and he's very decisive in all his passes and stuff like that. So, and having a quarterback that's willing to take shots deep, that's really good too.
How long do you think it really takes for you to build consistent chemistry with a quarterback like that?
It didn't take that long. I worked with Blake from when I was visiting Baylor and I committed. Like we started to get to work right then and there in December, and like we've been working from the off season, from the spring, from the summer. So I feel like that connection is pretty good right now. So it didn't take that long.
Keith, I don't know exactly how it was at Arkansas in terms of what you guys did, but coming to a place that can be kind of run heavy at times with the wide zone, how much have you had to embrace areas of that, like blocking and things of this nature?
Oh, well, I embraced it in Arkansas too. So, I mean, we got a lot of different personnels, and like having a wide zone, we wasn't too much of a wide zone team, but having embracing the blocking, it ain't too much. I done learned pretty much a lot of blocking, like rules-wise, so I feel like I adapted to that pretty easily.
You mentioned that deep ball that Blake's not afraid to throw, right? Coach Aranda has said that can kind of be a weapon for y'all. Do you feel like that can be something?
Yeah, most definitely. I feel like it can. Like from the spring, from us working in the summer, I remember we just going out there and working nothing but deep balls in the summer. It's translating to fall camp now, and like everybody's getting deep shot. And you just watching practice, you just looking over and over, like it just bombs away.
You probably got against a bunch of good DBs during your time. Who are some guys who kind of stood out to you? You go in those one-on-one battles with them.
Here?
Yeah.
I feel like pretty much all of our DBs is really good. Tevin, he's really good. Some of our young DBs, Carl and Caden, got some really good length on them. So I feel like our DB room is young, but they're really good.
How about a weekend? What's it been like in that wide receiver room?
I feel like it's been good. It's been the best year that I've had with the receivers, like relationship-wise and stuff like that. So it's been good.
How are y'all meshing with the quarterbacks? Just kind of that connection. Maybe did the summer help some of that too?
Yeah, we did work a lot together this summer, and I can definitely see it. And I can see a lot of wide receivers really growing in a lot of places, including myself. So it did help.
How do you think this group as a whole is more confident this year? Because last year, obviously, you guys have lost some key pieces like Taekwon and guys had to step up. How do you think how that year under your belts has helped?
Like you said, like with the years under our belts, I feel like just coming into like practices and stuff like that, we kind of know what it's gonna be, and we know like the level that we have to perform at. So like with that being said, like we're just practicing to the best of our abilities, and we're getting better every day. It's not no step backs, none of that. So that's where I would say.
I guess kind of off that, this year you're bringing back a lot of guys versus losing guys the year before. Just talk about the depth of the wide receiver room.
So yeah, the depth is like really deep. So if one of us goes down, God forbid, but we're gonna be ready. Everybody's ready. Everybody can catch. Everybody can jump. Everybody can run fast. So yeah, we all good.
How are you feeling physically? I know that first day of practice, right? Or one of the first days you came down a little weird.
Yeah. So the first day I got hit by one of the workers because they kneed me in my thigh. But now I'm feeling better now, and yeah, I'm feeling better.
What has a guy like Keytron brought to the room?
You said what?
What is a guy like Keytron brought to the room?
Keytron has brought a lot. I feel like he's brought a lot of confidence with it because him coming in, he didn't have a problem with confidence and stuff like that. And I feel like that's something that a lot of guys can like grab from people and stuff like that. So it was really good for him to come in.
Your connection with Blake over the spring and now the fall, how has that grown? And what have you seen out of him that makes you think he's taken maybe a couple steps?
So yeah, like I said, during summer, we were like throwing together a lot. Like every other day we were throwing together. I saw a lot change in like his throwing motions and stuff like that. His ball spins even more than it did last year. Yeah, so he's great. He's better for sure.
Was there anything in particular you worked on to get better at, to improve this year?
I would say just like becoming like a bigger receiver. Last year I was like 195. Like I'm playing around like 205. So that's better for me, and like I play bigger, so it's I can take hits and stuff like that. So it's better for me.
What's a worker hits you in the leg or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I guess we'll start with you on just what area did you want to get better at? Is there one thing that you wanted to improve on?
There were multiple things, but I think the two biggest things would adding a few pounds to my frame and then also being consistent every day and trying to be a leader in that room. Because the thing last year was like, you didn't know what version of me we're going to get last year coming every day for practice. So this year I'm just trying to be consistent and be the same person every day.
How much did you put on there?
I put on around like 5 to 10 pounds. I'm sitting up between like 170 and 175 right now.
For you guys as a group, what did that year of having to kind of step up in the absence of some of those guys like RJ and Taekwon who had left the year before do for y'all?
It was kind of difficult, but I feel like it helped us mature fast because last year we really didn't have nobody with any experience. I mean, I guess me and Hal had the most, but when we add guys like Keytron in the room, and then we got guys who played a whole year, like it really helps because now we can mature, we can grow, we can help the younger guys, we can help the people who have to step up and play this year. So I feel like it really helped us in that aspect.
How has having so much competition within the group helped you all kind of get better?
It helps us get better because like everybody plays different. So when people are balling, and people are balling from the oldest guy, JD, down to Micah. So whenever you see people doing stuff, we can take aspects of other people's game and add it to ours. So I feel like just the diversity in the room is helping everybody get better and learn.
How have you personally kind of developed as a receiver? Seems like you were really good in those kind of short games that you were able to break runs. Have you started to develop kind of other aspects of your game as well?
I feel like I'm trying to be more physical, or like using my hands, because there's nowhere in the rubric where the DBs can use our hands and we can't use our hands. So I'm trying to use my hands more and just play fast on every play, whether it's a run play or pass play, and just be consistent every day, like I said.
All right, I think because of the experience factor, maybe the question on defense is secondary. What are you seeing from those guys? How competitive are they with you guys?
Oh, I see those guys working hard every day. They're coming, they're bringing it every day. They're helping us get better. They're telling us things that we're doing wrong that they see to give away, like any routes or whatever. So I feel like the competition between us is helping us get better, and we're learning from each other, and that's what we're trying to do. We go in the locker room after practice and we talk about it. We don't just like go out there and butt heads and try to beat each other. We're trying to learn from each other, not beat each other.
Does last year motivate you just in terms of how the season went and everything?
It does, because in my eyes, it was a disappointment. Because we were way better than whatever record we had last year. I don't even remember what it was. But we were way better than that. And I feel like the work we put out in the spring, through the summer, and through fall camp right now is going to prove that. And we're just getting better every day.